And now let's have a look at Tom Hiddleston's face. My eyes. They burn. Hello, this is Ken. I like making things. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Every week, I challenge myself to make something fun and creative. Something I am passionate about. I want to use the skills and knowledge I have today to reconnect with my younger self. Watch me explore different ideas and figure out new ways to DIY in an affordable manner. From recreating iconic scenes for my favorite characters, to making dioramas for my figures, to making cool functional gadgets out of everyday material, etc. Help me grow my channel by subscribing, giving this video a like, and commenting down below. That would mean a lot to me and would encourage me to DIY even more fun stuff. Last week, I recreated Midgar for my Final Fantasy VII Cloud amiibo figure. It turned out so well. You gotta check it out. And the week before that, I did some minor adjustments to my Ragnarok and Infinity War Loki Marvel Legends figures. Just so they are more movie accurate and more presentable. So today, I am going to work on another Loki figure. Okay, not the TVA one. Not sure why they never release cool Loki figures. I am going to be working on this Loki from the first Avengers movie. I got this second-hand figure online. I had doubts about this figure. I thought it was fake. But I googled. It's not fake. Haha. I am kind of shocked to see such a cartoonish figure. Or did I get a bootlegged version? I don't know which one is worse. Here are the other two Lokis. That quality difference. This Loki sticks out like a sore thumb. This will be a tough challenge. Will I be able to fix this figure, or is he too far gone? So, can I make it? Let's start by protecting my table. The first thing I am going to paint over are the gold bits. They look like frozen mustard here. And the horns are very dark for some reason. They don't match the gold on his coat and chest. The arms are pretty easy to paint over. Next, I am going to paint over the rest of the gold bits so they match. The key is to paint a thin layer at a time and work on another area while it dries. So when I come back to add another layer, I am not rubbing the paint off. Sometimes I find that if I try to paint a second layer too quickly, I would just rub the bottom layer off. I also like working with brushes that I am familiar with. I am using paint and brushes from the dollar store. They are surprisingly fine in quality. I am sure there are better paint and brushes out there, but these get the job done for me. Okay, now that I've painted the gold all over the body, I think I am ready to paint over his helmet. Probably the only redeeming part of this figure. I wanted to save this for last in case the gold paint doesn't work. In the movie, his helmet is very metallic looking. I hope I can transform this and make it look somewhat metallic. Especially the horns. Let's hold our breaths together. Or give this video a like. Okay, while the gold is drying, I am going to attempt to darken the black parts of this figure. They look a bit too gray. This part is a bit trickier. Because I don't want to accidentally paint onto the gold parts. And I want to make sure my lines are nice and clean. It should look natural and not jagged. I am also hoping that by deepening the dark areas, it will help make the golden armor look more metallic. Everything seems good so far. It's starting to look like black leather. Yay. And I can see that the gold is working too. Nice. Now that I've gone over most of the figure, all there's left is his. Oh my god. The helmet is detachable. That face is hideous. It's nightmare-inducing. Okay. Let's pretend that never happened. I am not ready to handle that yet. Let's work on the green bits now. Okay, I don't think I am making that much of a difference. Except that cape looks pretty faded. It could use some extra green. Okay, next. Let's add a bit of shading to the golden armor, so they look a bit worn out. Okay, I am just trying my best to avoid the inevitable. I don't know if I am ready to confront that face. What if I screw up and it ends up even worse? Or maybe this face is so bad already that there's no way I can ruin it. Haha. It would be nice if I actually managed to fix his face. It would be a miracle. Okay. Let's admire what we have so far while it lasts. This may be the last time you'll see him. Okay, deep breath. Here we go. Oh look. Even Loki himself couldn't handle the truth. Oh boy. This is the make or break moment. I often get comments asking me what colors I use. And I usually avoid answering them. It's not because I am trying to hide that. It's because I often mix my own colors. I don't know if I have shared this. I actually studied visual arts for a couple of years and have a BFA degree. What I learned in my painting days is that I should always use and mix multiple colors to get the desired shade. Otherwise I would get a flat result. For example, for skin color, I never use one single color. I usually use and mix a variety of warm and cool tones because there are so many subtleties on skin. It's difficult for me to explain because there are so many other factors too. Brush sizes and brush strokes, dry versus wet brush, thin versus thick layers, etc. They all affect the final result. I generally like to work with very thin layers and slowly build them up, adding warm or cool tones whenever my intuition kicks in. I apologize that I am unable to tell you the exact colors I am using, because I am likely going to use a different combination of colors next time. Sometimes you just got to improvise and use your intuition. The first thing I want to do on Loki's face is to change the tone. This head has a very warm tone right now. As we know, Loki is actually quite pale and is a frost giant. So I want him to have a cooler face. It may look scary now, like it's the wrong color. But that's because our eyes have already adjusted to the original skin color, making the new color seems white in comparison. To be fair, it does look quite scary. So next I am going to add some shadows to define his face a bit by using this brown color. I usually like applying paint onto areas that are not visible so I can see if I am using the right color. I am also trying to make sure I am only applying a very thin layer because it's way easier to build it up than to remove layers. It is also important to take a step back and look at it from afar. It may look scary on screen right now because it's zoomed in, making everything look more exaggerated than it really is from a normal distance. Another thing I am doing here is softening his hairline. The original head has a very distinctive solid hairline. It looked more like a helmet than fine hair. Okay. I am going to stop here. I think this is the most I can do for now. Look at that before and after. It's night and day. Yes, he still looks creepy. But he no longer looks like a cartoon. Here he is on the body. It may not look exactly like Tom Hiddleston, but I think I captured his essence to a certain degree. What do you think? Other people are using their degrees to save the world. And here I am with my BFA trying to fix Loki's face. Haha. It's not that bad, it's growing on me. Slowly. At least he doesn't stick out too much with the other Lokis anymore. Now let's put his helmet back on. So we don't have to see that hair anymore. Ta-da. Okay. This isn't bad at all. I've restored Loki to his former glory. It's still not a great Loki figure. Oh, I know why. It's not entirely movie accurate. His chest and lower body is off. Let me work my magic. Hiya. There we go. It's subtle. But his legs are mostly black now. I also added gold studs all over his coat. And here he is with his helmet on, along with his scepter. It's still not my favorite Loki figure. But now that I'm looking at the before footage, I think I succeeded. It's a completely different figure now. The new face isn't that bad after all. Look at him with himself. He actually looks like he belongs. I now want to display them together. What do you think? I hope you enjoyed this transformation. Did you think this figure was salvageable? Comment down below. To be very honest, I was ready to not upload this video. No one would know. And I would have pretended I never had this figure. Haha. Now I can't wait to get my hands on the TVA Loki. I can make a diorama with all of them together. Anyway, Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe to continue to watch more Marvel related content. That would help my channel a lot. See you next week. I can make it. So can you.